Hello and welcome back into the DSI Coaches Conference. Well, I should say the third annual DSI Coaches Conference. We continue our run in the Bayside North. Let's kick things off with Kent Island 9-2 in 2016. And Trey, that was supposed to be a down year for KI, but 9-2, not really a down year, actually a pretty impressive season. A force to be reckoned with within the North. They've made the playoffs for 9 straight seasons, began the season 9-0 before dropping their final regular season game and then dropping in the first round of the state playoffs. And Trey, we keep hearing rumors about potential transfers. Guess we're going to have to wait and see, just like everybody else. Queen Anne's and head coach Donnie Grafe entering his 23rd season at the helm. Wow, 23 years. Queen Anne's, another perennial powerhouse of the Bayside North. They lost a stellar senior class in 2016, and they are the last Bayside team to make a state final appearance, which was all the way back in 2009. And we can't forget about Cambridge South Dorchester, who is always a threat in the 1A East. The squad going 7-3 just a season ago. They are the last Bayside team to win a state championship, which was actually over 20 years ago in 1996. For more on their 2017 team, let's send it back over to Trey.
Got a good friend here beside me, Coach Jake Coleman, head coach of Cambridge South Dorchester High. Coach, thank you so much for being here and joining me.
Excited to be here.
That's exactly right. Jake, give me a feeling of probably being a part of one of the most prolific, if not the most prolific program on the Eastern Shore in Cambridge, a program with a lot of history.
I mean, it's a blessing, it's a curse. It's kind of, it's kind of a little bit of both. There's high expectations every single year. We've obviously had a great tradition, and it was built by, Gordon McWilliams and Doug Fleetwood, and, we're just trying to, do our best to be a part of that and keep building upon it. We haven't had the state championship success that those guys have had, but, we're just putting our best foot forward and trying to get there.
Jeff touched on the last Bayside team to win a state championship, 1996.
I was on that team.
You were on that team?
Yeah, back to back.
And how was that? What do you take that experience and kind of give it to your team? Well, back to back, just touch it, just throw it out there.
We were undefeated too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, yeah. I was about, I think I was 7 then.
Yeah, you were pretty young.
How did that go, man?
I mean, it was great. It's a great experience, and it's one of those things. It's a magic ride, and you want your kids to experience the same thing, and that's what we're pushing for. We've been close. We've got to the semifinal twice after winning the region. We've been, in the region championship, I think 6 straight years, and it's just one of those things. In the 1A, Fort Hill sits upon the top,
yes.
And then, Dunbar and Douglas, they kind of slide down, with a bunch of transfers and try to beat up everybody, yeah. And then they, go back to 3A and whatnot. So yep. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's happened sometimes. All right, Coach, and we talked about this last year. Turnover happens in a program, but how do you replace a great class, kind of like the guys you lost last year, especially one name that I know in particular, Trey Lake. He's all over our highlights last year.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player. He's up at Wesley right now.
Yeah, I saw him earlier this year.
Yeah, I mean, he had 4,000 yards in his career for us. We had a lot of great players since I've been there. I mean, we've graduated 27 and 30 seniors in the past year. So it's just one of those things. I think James touched on it earlier. It's about having a program starting from Pop Warner and kind of grooming the guys. And, you're going to have down years, but I think the more structure your overall program has, the less you'll have, those down years. And so, we're looking this year to replace and reload and get right back after it.
Because we talked on the phone last night, and you let me know straight up how other teams look that you saw around here.
Yeah.
I want to know, how does CSD, how do you guys realistically look?
We got a lot of work to do. Of the teams I've seen so far.
Will tell us that.
Well,
today.
I mean, out of the teams, we've seen so far, we got a lot of work to do. I mean, we don't get any breaks. I mean, we're coming out of the gates with a very, very tough schedule, and you got Woodbridge sitting right there. They look fast just sitting down. We got Queen Anne's, and of course we got James with all his Division I players, and so it is what it is. And there's not a whole lot of time to to get ready, for what you're going to experience, but we got to play it. So ready or not, here it comes.
All right, I'll tell you, give it straight to me, you guys. You guys taking the 1A East back this year or what, man?
Hey, I focus on one game at a time. You sound like David Ensley a little bit there. I don't like to make projections, but we're focused on Queen Anne's, and that's really it.
Hey, I figured that I would get that out of you. Thank you so much for joining me, Coach Coleman. That wraps up the Bayside North, but when we come back, we're running through one of the toughest conferences, that's right, in the state of Delaware, transitioning over the Henlopen North It's your time when we come back.
My name is Mark Quillen. I'm Assistant Tech High School head football coach. The Melville Sports Insider.